Kamala Harris is nothing more than Joe Biden 2.0. I purposely didn't discuss last week's debate because everyone and their mama was talking about it. I wanted to let a few days pass, let the dust settle before I discuss it on my platform. In my personal opinion, Kamala came out on top during this debate. She baited Trump in, and he fell for it. Even though she won the debate, in my opinion, I still would never vote for her because of one simple reason. She couldn't answer the very first debate question about, are people better off now than they were 4 years ago?
When it comes to...
was raised as a middle-class kid.
Who the hell cares?
She and everyone else who completed Economy 101 at their local junior college knows that most of America were better off in 2018 than we are today, less than 2 months away from the 2024 election. I don't want 4 more years of Biden. I can't afford 4 more years of Biden. That's why I will not be voting for Kamala Harris in November.
I want to begin tonight with the issue that voters repeatedly say is their number one issue, and that is the economy and the cost of living in this country.
That is the number one issue in my mind. I don't care about mean tweets. I don't care about what this person said or what that person didn't say. I want to know who's going to fix the fact that I just paid $11 for one chicken breast the other day. But here's Kamala Harris about to give her answer. Trick, if you don't answer the dang question. That was a simple yes or no question. But here we are. I grew up a middle-class kid. I used to walk to school in the snow.
And the cost of housing is too expensive for far too...
Trick, are people better off today than they were 4 years ago? Answer the dang question.
Many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long...
We're a minute and some change in, and she still has not answered the question. That's why I would never vote for this woman.
Long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children. My passion, one of them, is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small business.
Are Americans better off now than they were 4 years ago? Kamala, answer the question.
To start up small businesses, knowing they...
But of course, these moderators would never give Kamala any pushback.
Are part of the backbone of America's economy. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan
are Americans better off now than they were 4 years ago,
Kamala? Which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion to America's deficit.
We're now 2 minutes in to the question being asked, and she still hasn't answered the question. That's because she knows the answer. That's because most of you out there know the answer. I know a lot of you aren't really educated, but you don't have to be educated to know that what you're paying at the grocery store today is way worse than what you were paying at the grocery store 4 years ago, right? But let's see if does Kamala finally answer the question?
My opponent has a plan that I call the Trump's sales tax, which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on.
Are Americans better off now than they were 4 years ago?
Economists have said that Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families
are Americans
in
better
about
off now?
$4,000 more a year because of his policies and his ideas about what should be the backs of middle-class people paying for tax cuts for billionaires.
We're now going on 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and she still hasn't answered the question.
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
And what sucks is the moderator didn't even push back. Kamala, you did not answer the question. If that was Trump and Trump gave that long 2-minute winded answer, they would have pushed back on him just like they did the whole night. They didn't push back on Kamala whatsoever. But that, once again, is one of the reasons why she won. But fact is, the only people that are doing better in 2024 than they were in 2018 are immigrants. Let's keep it real. And shout out to the immigrants, man. I'm not putting you down. If I lived in another country that was going through some hard times and I heard they're giving away free money to migrants in America, they're giving away free housing, free food, free healthcare. They have programs where you can buy a home. They have programs where you can buy a business. Hell, I'd be coming too. This has nothing to do with the migrants coming over and has everything to do with the politicians like Kamala Harris who have put laws in place to allow this. Sadly, at the debate, Trump took what is a very serious topic, the migrant crisis, and turned it into a meme about eating dogs and cats.
What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
But don't be fooled. This migrant thing is a big problem. And it is a problem that is only going to get worse if it is not fixed very soon. Sadly, most of you are too busy sharing TikTok videos than focusing on an issue that is directly going to affect each and every one of you, especially if you live in the hood, especially if you live in low income communities. So keep laughing.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Eat the cat, 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 eat the cat.
I gotta admit, that song is kind of catchy though. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the dog, eat the dog. Yeah, that's hilarious. I get it. It's funny.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
But anyway, am I tripping? Am I tripping because I'm not voting for Kamala Harris because she couldn't answer that one simple question?
When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Newsflash, people. Most of you are not better right now than you were 4 years ago. Comment down below. What are your thoughts? And before you head out, please hit that like button. If you have not already, please smash that like button. I do appreciate it. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you're entertained by what you heard, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're on Rumble, I am also on Rumble. RUMBLE. It's an app. Uncensored. All your podcasters are going over there. Go check out the Rumble app and subscribe to DustyVisionTV. All one word. DustyVisionTV. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, DustyVisionTV. I do appreciate you all. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Eat the cat, 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 eat the cat.
Kamala Harris did an interview this week, and during the interview, she was pressed. No, she was asked, because they don't press Kamala like they do Trump. Kamala was asked about the economy. Let's listen to her answer.
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid.
Wait. Hold on. That sounds exactly like what she said during the debate when she never answered the question.
When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid.
Really, nigga?
So she's going to give us the same answer, huh? But let's go back to her interview this week and let's see if she answers the question this time around on how she's going to fix this crappy economy that her and her homeboy Biden messed up, by the way.
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Simple question. What are one or two things that you have in mind to fix it?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother raised my sister and me. She worked very hard. She was able to finally save up enough money to buy our first house when I was a teenager. I grew up in a community of hardworking people. You know,
don't we all live in communities of hardworking people, whether you're rich or poor? I mean, for the most part, everybody. What does this have to do with the economy, Kamala? But let's keep going. Maybe she'll answer the question this time around, because she dang sure didn't answer it during the debate when she was asked a very specific question about, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? But let's see if she answers it this time.
Workers and nurses and teachers, and I try to explain to some people who may not.
I live in the city. They have a library.
A lot of people will relate to this.
Who cares?
You know, I grew up in a neighborhood of folks who are very proud of their lawn.
Really, nigga?
Wait, what? Did she really just say that? She really just say that?
You know, I grew up in a neighborhood of folks who are very proud of their lawn.
Who the hell cares?
I grew up in a neighborhood where people are proud of their lawn. So we're a minute and a half into him asking her a very specific question. Can you give us a couple of ideas of how you plan to fix this economy? And so far we're a minute in and she's talking about teachers and living in a community where they care about their goddamn landscaping. Is this who you guys want for your president? Let's continue.
You know, and I was raised to believe and to know that all people deserve dignity.
Oh my God! What?
And that
who doesn't believe that?
Americans have a beautiful character. You know, we have ambitions and aspirations and.
Now I know we're rambling on and on, but you guys do remember the initial question, right?
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
And here we are a couple minutes in and she's talking about dignity and what are we doing here?
But not everyone necessarily has access to the resources that can help them fuel those dreams and ambitions. So when I talk about building an opportunity economy, it is very much with the mind of investing in the ambitions and aspirations and the incredible work ethic of the American people.
What just happened there? I'm so confused. He asked you a very simple question and you started off with...
I grew up a middle-class kid.
Which sounds eerily like this from the debate last week.
So I was raised as a middle-class kid.
This is who you guys want to run the country, huh? This is who you want? Let's listen to this doozy again from the presidential debate when this guy clearly asked, and by the way, the interview that we just listened to where Kamala went on for 2 minutes after the guy clearly asked her for two things or two ways that she can fix this economy. Didn't give her any pushback. They just moved on to the next question. They don't give Kamala any pushback. If Trump rambled on like that for 2 minutes about dignity and landscaping and who cut my lawn and whatever. What are we talking about? They would have drilled down on him. But let's go back to the presidential debate to give you guys an idea of who half of the country is probably going to vote for.
Housing. And
Hey,
the cost
Kamala,
of housing
are
is
we
too
better
expensive
off
for far too
now
many people.
than we were 4 years ago?
We know that young
That's the
families
question,
need
Kamala.
support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of
Hey, Kamala,
$6,000,
the
which is the
question
largest
was,
child
are
tax
we
credit that we have
better
given in
off
a long
now
time,
than we
so
were
that
4
those young
years
families
ago?
can afford to buy a crib.
And I'll answer that for you since she's not answering it. No. No, we are not better off now than we were 4 years ago. By a long shot. And that's why she's giving you this rambling, bumbling, stumbling, dumb
Buy a car seat,
speech
buy clothes
about
for their
car
children.
seats and
My
whatever she's talking about,
passion, one of them
landscaping.
is small businesses. I was actually, my mother raised my sister and
Answer
me,
the question, Kamala.
but there
Were we
was a
better
woman
off
who helped
now
raise
than we
us.
were
We
4
call her
years
our
ago?
second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses.
I have to stop that because it literally, I'm looking at it, it goes on for 58 more seconds. I have to stop it. It's making my stomach turn. Answer the damn question. It's scary that there's a high likelihood that she will win. But that's why I'm here. That's why I wear my I'm not with her Kamala shirts out in public. Because I just want to change one person's mind. Just one person's mind. And I'm pretty sure I've done it. Comment down below if I changed your mind on who to vote for this election. Whether it be from Kamala to Trump or Trump to Kamala, whatever. I want you to comment down below. Did I get you to change your vote? If so, I am going to play with myself tonight to that comment.
Really, nigga?
Do not make the same mistake you made when you put Biden in office. Kamala is Biden 2.0, and we can't afford 4 more years of Biden 2.0. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. It's really all I ask. Just smash that like button for your boy. Please hit that subscribe button if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear and you appreciate what you hear. Hit that subscribe button. Even if you don't like it, but you was like, because, you know, a lot of people now, they want to listen. They're looking for reasons to get upset. And I feel like I do have a healthy amount of people that listen to me because they want to get upset, especially to shows like this. But I'm just stating my mind, man. I'm not a puppet. I'm not a sheep. I'm not just going to vote for Kamala because we share the same skin complexion. I'm not going to do it. So, yeah, please follow me on Rumble. Subscribe to me on Rumble, RUMBLE. It's an app, the Rumble app. Subscribe to me on Rumble, DustyVisionTV, all one word. And please do subscribe to my second channel right here on YouTube, Dusty Vision Radio. I'm also on Instagram and YouTube, DustyVisionTV, Dusty Vision Radio. Look me up. One or the other will pop up. But thank you guys so much. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. Ice Cube recently had some words to say about the upcoming election, mainly addressing black people and why they shouldn't automatically vote Democrat.
You don't vote just to vote. You vote because you're getting something or your community is getting something.
Not us. We just vote because we're black and we're supposed to vote Democrat, right? That's what we do, right? Keep going, Cube.
So everybody that's telling you that, man, look at them and say, what are you getting? Because people that just want you to vote and not ask for nothing, people that's in power that want you to vote but don't want you to get anything or not asking for you to get anything economically, they suspect. Straight up.
I'll tell you what you're getting, black folks. You're getting nothing. You're getting zero, zilch, zip, nada, nunca, nothing. There's a lot of other groups ahead of you guys, and they're getting free housing. They're getting free food. They're getting free credit cards. Black folk, zip.
Because a lot of people been in place for a long time and we ain't got shit.
A lot of people have been in place for a very long time, 4 years, and we ain't got nothing. Look, I'm not one of these guys that automatically thinks I deserve reparations because my great-great-great-grandma was a slave. I don't believe that. I'm one of those firm believers in you work hard for what you get. You go out and get it. You don't sit around and wait for a handout from the government. But I will tell you this, if the government decides they want to throw me $100,000 because my great-great-great-grandma was a slave, you think I'm going to turn it down? Hell no, I'll take it. Bring it on. But what Cuba's saying is absolutely correct.
Shit gonna end. That shit gonna end. We gonna get what we supposed to get. Period.
You're not going to get it if you keep voting Democrat because they already know they have your vote in the bag. So why would they do anything for you, black folks? They know 9 out of 10 of you are going to automatically go into that voting booth and pull down the lever for Democrats. So why would they do anything for you if they know they already got your vote? Make them work for your vote. And black folks, don't let your family, don't let your friends shame you into voting for Kamala Harris simply because she shares the same complexion as you. Make Kamala Harris and the Democrats work for your vote.
And anybody asking you not to ask, I wouldn't listen to them. Because that's the process. Every community asks for what they want.
Other communities are asking, and guess what? They're getting. You know why? Because they don't automatically vote Democrat. We ask, we don't get shit. Because they already know they have our vote. And this just upsets me to no end. That every 4 years, we fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Every 4 years, we go into that voting booth and we vote for this party that has historically done jack for black folks. And not only that, they're doing less and less and less. They ain't doing nothing.
And we're going to do the same goddamn thing. Be skeptical of anybody telling you to vote and not telling you to ask for anything or to tell you to just vote and not to get anything for your vote.
All right, he's repeating himself, but he's making a great point. He's making a great point.
That's not how it works.
And I'm going to say it again. Dear black folks, dear people of color, don't let your family pressure you. Don't let your family bully you. Don't let your family shame you into voting for Kamala Harris simply because she shares the same complexion as you. Make her work for your vote. I would have loved to see someone like Kamala Harris win the presidency. Woman of color, smart. She's not dumb. People like to throw the dumb word. She's not dumb. She wouldn't have made it this far if she was dumb. Like, let's keep it real. I would have loved to see someone like her, young, right? In her 50s, still a bright future ahead of her. I would love to see someone like her win the presidency. But if all she is Biden 2.0, no, thank you. I don't want that. I don't want that for another 4 years. I can't afford that for another 4 years. You can't afford that for another 4 years. This country can't afford that for another 4 years. And just because Kamala Harris shares the same complexion as you, whether she calls herself black or South Asian, whatever she calls herself, yeah, she's the same complexion as you. That don't mean she has your best interest in hand and heart. She doesn't. There are other groups out there with a much bigger voice. And she's vying for their votes. And in 4 years, they will be the majority voters in the Democrat Party. And they're not even going to need your measly little black vote. We don't care about the blacks. Most of them are going to vote for us anyway, so we don't really care. We're not going to have to do anything. It's crazy. It's scary. But the most scariest of all is that we just keep every single year, every 4 years, I should say, voting blue because our parents voted blue for 30 years, or our grandparents tell us that we should vote blue, or our peers are pressuring us at school to vote blue, or they're not going to hang out with us. It's like, we really got to start thinking for ourselves individually and as a whole. And I just ask you to sit back, black folks, just sit back for a few seconds and ask yourself, what have the Democrats done for you? You specifically in the past 4 years? What did Obama do? Obama was president for 8 years. What did he do for you? Yes, he gave universal health care. I think that's a great thing. But that doesn't directly affect, and that's not something specifically done for black folks. Why do we keep voting for them if they don't do specific stuff for us? I don't get it. I kind of get it, but I don't get it. I mean, it's that new slave mentality, right? I don't know, man. But shout out to Ice Cube. I think he did a great job of elaborating his point. I'm sure he's still going to vote for Kamala, right? But he's telling you guys, he has his reasons to vote for Kamala, if he is. I'm assuming he is. I'm assuming he's not voting for Trump. I'm assuming he's voting for Kamala. But the fact is, he is telling you to go out there and ask them directly, what are you going to do for me? Not other groups that are coming into this country. What are you going to do for me as a black man in America? And don't give me no Obama phone again, because those shit don't even work. Like, can we have something that we can tangible, that we can hold? What are you going to give us? What are you going to do for us? Tell me what you're going to do for me specifically, and I just might vote for you. Might vote for you. But anyway, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on what Ice Cube said. Let me know your thoughts on what I said. Am I tripping? Is Ice Cube tripping? Is Ice Cube telling the truth? Am I telling the truth? Whether you disagree with me, agree with Cube, disagree with Cube, I want you to comment down below. And please hit that like button. Don't forget to smash that like button. It's very, very important that you hit that like button for me. Truly, truly appreciate it. And please, if this is your first time joining the channel and you're entertained by what you hear, whether you like it or hate it, hit that subscribe button, man. Smash that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you get notified every single time I drop a video. You can also subscribe to me on Rumble, R-U-M-B-L-E, Rumble, the Rumble app. Download that app onto your phone and subscribe to DustyVisionTV. That's right, DustyVisionTV. I'm also on Instagram and I am also on Facebook, DustyVisionTV. I appreciate you all. I'll talk to you soon. Peace. I'm going to play a video of black women reacting to the Kamala Harris-Donald Trump debate. I just want my people of color to know that it's okay to not vote Democrat. Don't let anyone pressure you, whether it be family, friends, co-workers. Don't let anyone pressure you into thinking that you should vote a certain way because you have more melanin in your skin. That is ridiculous. Make the Democrats work for your vote. Don't just give it to them. Let's listen to these sisters give their opinions on the recent debate between Kamala Harris and President Trump.
Kamala did not convince me to vote for her tonight. Miss Mama, at what point you gonna put us first? We done watched you, witnessed you put everybody else but us first. And using our taxpayer dollars, our money to put everybody else first. So
Off top. First chick said, you didn't convince me to vote for you, Kamala. And she didn't convince me either. And look, I've said in the past, I don't necessarily want some 80-year-old dude running our country, whether it be Trump or Biden. I wasn't really for both of those guys. But I dang sure don't want Biden 2.0 with Kamala Harris. And I was hoping, and I'm still kind of hoping, I'm keeping it real, because my vote's not, right now I'm voting for Trump. But that could change. That could change. But right now I'm voting for Trump. But Kamala's not convincing me to vote for her. She's not giving me enough reasons, enough ammunition. All I'm literally hearing when I hear her talk is Biden 2.0. And I don't want 4 more years of Biden. I can't afford 4 more years of Biden. I'm rooting for Kamala. I want her. It's crazy because I want her to convince me to vote for her. Like I want on November 5th her to say something and be like, you know what, damn, I'm voting for her tomorrow. I kind of want that. I want a younger, fresher, you know what I'm saying, person of color. And that would be great. Let's keep it real. But she ain't the one, guys. She ain't the one. But let's continue. Let's continue to listening to these sisters give their opinion on the Kamala Harris Donald Trump debate from last week.
at what point do we get put first? We gotta vote you in, and then on day one, you gonna put us first. Instead of showing us you gonna put us first right now, but we gotta vote for you first for you to put us first.
Obama didn't put us first, and she damn sure ain't gonna put us first. So, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of us are hoping for something that's not going to happen. But they're definitely not going to put us first. It's crazy because they're doing it right in our face. I mean, they're putting a lot of other people first, letting them cut the line and getting money that some say has been owed to, quote, African descendants of slavery. Just saying, there's a lot of people that are they're cutting the line, man, and more power to them. If I was living in another country and I heard America was giving away free money and free housing and free health food and I can give me a free business, I'm there. So I'm not blaming the migrants. I'm blaming the politicians who are letting this happen. And Kamala Harris included, Obama included. But let's continue.
I don't know why y'all keep saying Kamala Harris ate him up. She won the debate. No, she didn't, because 30% of voters say they don't know anything about Kamala Harris or her stances. And guess what? They still don't, because those moderators did a horrible job asking her the right questions and giving her pushback on all her stances. And yes, Donald Trump could have done a better job on pushing her on all her beliefs too, but, you know, he didn't know he had to debate 3 people. So go figure.
So Donald lost the debate, but we all would too if it was 3 against 1. Let's keep it real. When I say Donald lost the debate, I have to put that asterisk right after that. We all would if it was 3 against 1. And we all watched the same debate, ladies and gentlemen, and it was obvious that it was 3 against 1. Kamala told a bunch of fibs, and they didn't fact check her one time, not once. And that's the problem with the left and the right. Like, they would have did the same thing at Fox for Trump to Kamala, and the left-leaning ABC is going to protect Kamala. Like, they're going to protect their person. They would have protected Trump if the debate was held on Fox News, and they protected Kamala because it's held on ABC, and we all know that's more of a left-leaning platform. But it's sad. It would be nice just to have a fucking unbiased, even debate with even moderators. And I'm not one of these guys. I'm going to complain after, what do they say, complaining about the referees after the match. That's not me, man. Trump should have handled that better. And the cats and dogs thing, that really threw me for a loop, but that's a whole other situation. But anyway, let's continue listening to these sisters, and they are beautiful. I'm looking at them right now on my screen, and every single last one of them is just, black is beautiful, I'm telling you. All right, these black sisters are reacting to the Kamala Harris-Donald Trump debate.
Dear Kamala Harris, you lying doghead. Hold up, let me unfold this. You opened up that border to let them Venezuelans in here to take over our apartments. You gave them food stamps, cash, and promised them more housing. All for a vote.
This debate is so hard to watch when you are very clear on the fact that Kamala started it gaslighting Americans. She's been gaslighting Americans the entire time. She's picking the things that she knows you're scared of. You see, she's bringing up January 6th. She's not telling the whole story.
By the way, no one cares. I don't care about January 6th. The only dang thing I care about is not paying $11 for a chicken breast. I paid $11. I'm harping. I'm mad about that. I paid $11 for one motherfucking chicken breast. I'm trying not to do that. I don't want to pay $4.69 for the gas, and that was the cheap gas. That wasn't, Arco. They got below Arco. That's below Arco. Basically, it's all water. Just water, a little bit of petrol, maybe some helium, whatever they put in that gas. But that's the cheap gas. That's the cheap of the cheap gas. I don't want to be doing that anymore. So I don't care about who's hurting whose feelings and who tweets this. And oh my God, he said this or she didn't say that or they didn't say that. Who's going to bring the price of chicken breast down? Who's going to bring the price of carne asada burritos down? Make carne asada burritos $5 again.
It's really sad that Americans, I see my friends on TikTok on Facebook who are like, oh my God, she's cooking him. Oh my God, she's like doing amazing. She's lying in her amazingness. And let me tell you, you guys are stupid enough to believe her. All you got to do is a little bit of fact checking. But no, that's not what you're going to do. You're going to automatically call him a lie.
We don't want facts, right? These kids today don't want facts. They just don't want to get their feelings hurt. Huh? I don't care about facts. Just don't hurt my feelings.
Because the media and them have helped you believe that he was a lie. You ain't gonna fact check it. You ain't gonna look. You're not gonna look. But are you noticing that all she keeps leaning on is this is why I'm going to be better because I don't incite the things that he do and I'm bringing us together. Baby, that is not giving me whole policies. What are you going to do? What are you able to do? Because everything that you're able to do as a VP, which also means you hold the most important seat in the Senate, you can do as president. As a matter of fact, the truth is you got a little bit more power now with the seat in Senate you have. And you're not under the telescope, the light like the president is, and yet you're not doing anything. I just cannot believe this debate. It is so hard.
Tell him, girl.
To watch.
So that debate was about.
Man, I got to give her a quick applause. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Let's continue.
I mean, was this a debate between Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris or a debate between Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris versus the moderators? Because the moderators were literally debating Trump and even fact checking him. They were like, Trump, it says right here, like, that's not correct. We got a piece of paper from a manager that says, like, that's not correct. But they didn't even care to fact check Kamala Harris on the propaganda Project 2025. Yeah, it was very.
Yeah, that 2025 thing, can we knock that off? Like, that thing's been debunked 8,000 times, and the left is still like, oh, he's just part of that Project 2025. You know how dumb you guys sound? Like, when the dude literally said, look, I have nothing to do with this. That's like you working with somebody and then they end up writing all this crazy stuff and then they include you because you worked with them. Like, can y'all just knock it off? Come back to reality? I think a lot of y'all are just losing it.
Very biased. It was so biased. Just so fake, disingenuous, phony. Very condescending. Trust me, this is a great thing. This is a good thing because the American people got to witness how rigged everything is, okay? They're all for democracy, but they can't even give this man a fair debate. They were not fact-checking her on the border czar. They were not fact-checking her on the Project 2025 propaganda. They were not fact-checking her on her fracking. They were not fact-checking her on anything, okay? She didn't get any pushback. The American people got to see it. And that is why Trump is leading in the polls right now. We're sick and tired of being gaslit. We're sick.
I think he is leading the polls right now. Like, and even the fact that he's still neck and neck with her, that's not good for Kamala. Like, 'cause she's getting a boost from everybody and everything, right? That's not a good look for Kamala.
I'm tired of being lied to. Kamala Harris came and just read a bunch of scripts that was so performative, so performative. You're the current administration right now. If you wanted to do something about it, you would have, but you're not. So Kamala Harris and Trump's voice, you're fired. We're sick and tired of you, okay? We're gonna vote you out come November.
Trump had to debate 3 people tonight, so unfair. You know what? Me and my man was saying the same thing. The host, it's the same thing with the last debate. I feel like that the hosts are not for him. Like, I feel like at this point, their party has all of the media in their pockets right now.
Oh, that's
except
fact.
for Fox. And it comes off as being extremely biased and not fair. Like, I don't like these new rules. These new rules were not implemented until Biden made it so. The whole shit with the mics being muted, no people in the audience to be there. There has never been a debate that has been ran like that up until Biden made it so. I also thought...
Are y'all seeing how Kamala has a little bit of advantage? A little bit of advantage. There's rumor out there that she had earpieces and was given the questions beforehand, but there's no substantial evidence of that right now, so I'm not going to spit that as fact on my show. But I wouldn't doubt it.
They were like softballing her questions. I did not appreciate how she was laughing about the situation going on in Ohio. It made it seem as if it was debunked because it has not been debunked. I just saw a video a couple of minutes ago where a lady was saying that it is really happening out there. So I'm a believer.
It's really going down in Springfield. I don't know about the dog and cat thing, but it's really going down in Springfield. But it's just interesting what's going on in that town. Just look into it is all I'm saying. Just look into it. The whole eating pets thing, I don't know if that's real. I don't think it's real. It sounds very Hollywood substantially to me. But the fact that they are just busing in people from other countries, wherever they may be from, into small towns, almost doubling their population overnight, almost, things like that. Very, very interesting. Something that should definitely be discussed.
The citizen over the line government that is in that state. But yeah, I agree with you 100% on that.
The power of mass media manipulation is so powerful to the point I really believe that it has altered the minds of the American people.
Oh, it's definitely altered the minds. Like media, mass media, and the fact that you could block anyone who doesn't agree with you and just form this own little world of people who agree with you is so weird to me. Me, I don't block people unless you're a jerk in my comment section. Like, it has nothing to do with politics. Like, if you're a freaking jerk, you're gone. Republican, Democrat, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't care what you are, black, white. If you're a jerk in my comment section, you're gone. But we form this own little group. If someone doesn't agree with me, oh my God, they're getting blocked. Oh my God, he's voting for Trump. Oh, I can't hang out with him. Oh my God, he's voting for Biden. I can't. No, he's not invited to the barbecue. I'm just like, there was a good time. There was a time that I remember very, very vividly that if someone had a different opinion with you, guess what? You moved on and you still became friends. Many of my friends are not voting for Trump this time around. Many of my closest friends that I hang out with all the time, that I love, that I would take a bullet for, are not voting for Trump. But you know, we've never had the conversation like, oh my God, you're not a good friend because you're voting for somebody I don't agree with. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if there's somebody out there who, if you lose a friend, and I put friends in quotes, over politics and who you're voting for, just know that they were never your friend in the first place.
She has been the vice president for 3.5 years. And from then until now, the question to the American people would be, what has she done for you lately? All right? Honestly, what has Kamala Harris did?
What have you done for me lately? Ooh, doo, doo. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, that was my song back in the day, man. My bad.
from then to now, to the point where people feel as though she's an eligible candidate to even run for the president of the United States, all right? Keep in mind, she never won a primary. She was literally given to the American people. She was literally handed over to the American people on a silver platter, might I add, all right? There were more eligible candidates, but for whatever reason, we got her, and no one ever questioned it, which is crazy to me.
And no one wanted her at the beginning. Before the 2020 election, she had to drop out in the first round because like no one supported her. No one wanted her. Like now she's this. I saw this thing. I can't remember. It was a big publication too. It called her the most influential person in the world or something along those lines. I'm like, Kamala Harris, the one who 4 years ago no one wanted to vote for, that one, the one who we haven't heard anything from in the past 3.5 years and up until 3 months ago. Now she's the most influential person in the world. I was like, man, the media is so funny, bro.
Looking at the presidential debate tonight between her and President Trump, I literally feel as though she is part of a systematic machine.
So yeah, I'm going to stop it there. I thought that was interesting. I came across that video, and I just want to remind all my people of color out there, don't feel pressured into voting for somebody just because you have more melanin in your skin. That's absolutely ridiculous. And that's exactly why the Democrat Party is not doing anything for us, because they know they already have 9 out of 10 of our people are going to vote for them. But damn, guess what? If we push back a little bit and only 6 out of 10 started voting Democrat, wow, could you imagine? I guarantee we get all the stuff that other groups are getting. Think about that for a second. I'm going to get the heck out of here. Appreciate you joining the show. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed what you heard. And please hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you'd like to hear more. Whether you like it or hate it, let me know. Comment down below. Subscribe to me on Rumble, on the Rumble app, RUMBLE, Rumble. Subscribe to Dusty Vision TV, all one word, Dusty Vision TV. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, Dusty Vision TV. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Peace.